Okay, here we are in St. Louis at the Proprietors Cup St. Louis Qualifier Finals. It's our championship match. Tyler Vokes versus Chaz Brewer. Chaz defeated Roy Adams in the first match. And now they are set and underway. It's an InsideBowling.com broadcast brought to you by Gemini Sports Jerseys. We're here at Tropicana Lanes here in St. Louis, Missouri. Mike Flanagan alongside Lee Bedoris and Matt Todd, who actually participated in the event today. How we doing, Lee?
Doing well. It's ready to start this final match here. Looks like Tyler is deferred. Chaz will start on 39.
Lefty versus righty here today. Chaz just came off a 230 game. Getting the ball at about the 9 board, out to about the 6 board. Looks like he threw it a little bit harder there than he did in his first match. Ball comes in a little bit light, leaves the 3-9. Matt, you had an opportunity to participate in this event today, and the bowlers are bowling on a 35-foot pattern. What did you see how this pattern kind of played today?
It hooked a lot in the middle. It was kind of cheetah-like, except there was hang if you tried to play certain ball reactions. You got in and swung it, it wouldn't really come back. You had hook left, no hook right. I chose to go with urethane. And I like my look the last 3 games going straight up 3.
Chaz leaves the 3-9 and easy in the middle part of the lane with as much friction as you speak of, just to run by it. And he was only able to take the 3 off the 3-9. That's got to feel good for Tyler, considering Chaz just came off 230. And Tyler, little high on the nose there, but was able to trip it out. Trips out the 4-7-10 late. So perfect way for our tournament leader to actually start out the match. Nobody was plus today.
It's Tyler on 39. Walks it out, opens with a double.
Big opening double, and as you see at the top of your screen there, you actually look at our scores. Those are our qualifying scores today. Tyler Vokes, he set the pace there at 11.63. Roy Adams, who was defeated in our first match, actually shot 2.03 in our first match and lost at 11.27. Third qualifier, Chaz Brewer, who's up on our screen right now, bowling for the title, 10.96. Other finishers were Stegemeyer at 10.85. Matt Todd, who joins us in the booth at 10.70, and Jerry Dwiggins, 10.20. 6-game qualifying block.
6-8.
You know, the first shot I thought he threw a little bit harder, and I think he realized that. And then he goes up on lane 40, takes a deep breath, bowling for the championship. Winner today gets an $1,100 paid entry into the Proprietors Cup and rolls it real nice. Pays the ultimate penalty.
Wow, great shot at it.
That's a back-to-back break there in the opposite direction of what Chaz was looking for. Makes a great first shot, leaves the 6-8, then actually slides the 6 in front of the 8. How often do you see that, Matt Todd?
That's hard to do.
Twice a year. And that's how often you see it.
That's
how often you do it.
He threw it in front of it pretty hard too. It's not like it tipped over, you know.
So Lee, you're a lefty here, bowling on a tough pattern like this. You know, what's going through Chaz's mind now, bowling against Tyler, who's opened up with a double?
Well, it's not like he's got a lot of burn in front of him. Makes a better shot there with just 2 left-handers. So I think his last move or last adjustment would be 2 move, simply because there's not a lot of play out there to create ball reactions. So that's where you're going to throw it harder, throw it slower, change your hand. Been throwing aggressive equipment all day with a Marvel and a virtual gravity, so I'm not sure that's going to be his adjustment of choice, but I think he was more confident on that shot.
Wow, Tyler looks lined in. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Today is Father's Day here in the United States of America. I'd like to thank Brian Burkhart for working our cameras for us today from bowlspot.com and our wonderful webmaster at InsideBowling.com. And also check out our sister websites, 11thframe.com, PeteWeberBowling.com, and soon to be coming in the near not too far future, youthbowler.com. So thank you for all your work, Brian, that you do for us.
Wow.
Hops it out of the gutter to take care of the 7. That's 4-bagger.
So Roy Adams in the last match ran into an absolute freight train in Chaz Brewer. And now Chaz Brewer has the role reversal happening here. As Chaz goes up and was a little fast with it for an open. 9 in the first. All right. Second shot. 6-8. Open there. 18 in the second. Strike working in the third. Up in the fourth. Vokes is perfect through 4.
Oh, moves the 7.
He's probably thinking, what do I have to do now to strike on this lane? Make 2 very good shots and go 6-8, wrap 7.
Keep in mind this pattern is so very demanding that anything can happen. Just because through 4 frames it looks like this, it could totally switch the opposite direction over the course of the next 4 or 5 frames. Electing not to go to a spare ball, even on a pattern with this much friction in the middle of the lane. What do you think about that, Matt? Would you be using a spare ball on this, or did you use a spare ball?
I did. Yep. I used a spare ball. It's, well, shooting it right side I did. The left side, I missed a few of them trying to hook at it, just because with the tackiness of the approaches, I wasn't quite comfortable throwing my spare ball cross lane at it, but yeah, the spare ball. But he does a good job of taking his hand out of it, throwing hard.
Well, he's tall and lanky.
Yep.
And extends really far down the lane. That looks good, too.
Good shot.
Great pitch.
So let's just think about how this match could be a little bit different for Brewer with a couple of breaks. You know, the first shot, the open in the first, you know, there's not much you can say about that. But then to leave that 6-8, strike, solid wrap 7, strike. Brewer has 58 in the fourth with a strike up in the fifth. You know, Tyler here, his very first shot was kind of high. Could have been a split, but broke it out. He's perfect through 4, up in the fifth on lane number 40.
Think back to his last practice ball on this lane. He went high as well.
Yep.
So he looks like he made an adjustment for the 3rd frame. See if he can keep it up. He does.
Wow. Great shot.
Tyler will probably be out Tuesday night for our sweeper on this pattern, I'm sure.
He better be.
If he's not going to be, I would be more than willing to back him in the sweeper.
That's right.
I'll back him and I'm going to be bowling in the tournament.
It is hot here in St. Louis and it is humid. The players this week were having a little bit of problem with the approaches. Being a little tacky. No problem for Vokes. He is perfect through 6. Looks like both players actually called each other today and to wear the same color shirt. Both players elected to wear shorts in the heat today. At InsideBowling.com, we never have a dress code. We allow folks to wear whatever they like and whatever they're most comfortable in. Whatever they feel like getting on YouTube in is completely up to them.
Pulled that one a little bit. 2-4-7.
There were only 8 200 games out of the 36 games today bowled, which just goes to show what Vokes is able to do right now is something that hasn't been able to happen the entire tournament.
Covers that spare well.
I would say now that in order to have a shot in this match, Chaz is going to have to throw the rest of them. He's going to have to back half the game here for the last 6. He's still got 2:18 left. He's like this lane 39.
It's amazing how he gets the ball to roll straight like that when he tugs at the board. Very nice to it at the bottom.
I had a chance to talk to Roy Adams, who finished 3rd today, and Roy said that when they were warming up during the first match that Chaz was trying to decide between the Marvel and a little bit stronger ball. I believe it was Virtual Gravity. And he elected to go with the Marvel because he got a little bit softer. And when Roy said he saw that, he said, "Oh no, I think I'm in trouble." And big 230 game bowled by Mr. Brewer was enough to defeat Mr. Adams. And now Tyler Vokes front 7. It's pretty impressive, guys.
That's really impressive.
I've watched Tyler bowl in some other tournaments that were live streamed, and he's bowled really well in the finals. And maybe he just kind of amps up and gets for it here on our live telecast here.
Matt was saying he went out to his car to get this particular bowling ball.
Do we know what it is?
It's the Ebonite Signals. Called it the deadest ball in his bag.
Yep. He said, "What's the deadest ball in my bag?" And he went out there. Ooh, wow, almost rolled it.
I thought the 7 was falling and the 2 was going to stand, and actually rolled the 2 and the 7 was still up. So obviously here Tyler rolling can shoot 279. This is the 8th frame, and the best possible max score for Chaz Brewer is 218.
Oh, that's a spare.
Tyler just flags a spare there.
Smiles. He knows he's
going to have to get 11 pins through the last 2 frames to be able to win this Proprietors Cup satellite. Don't forget the Proprietors Cup tournament has other qualifiers between now and when the tournament actually happens here in July.
And you're going to be streaming that, correct?
We will be streaming the Proprietors Cup. We'll be taking our show on the road for that. And we're looking forward to bringing that to you out of Dayton, Ohio. Billy Eidsolt and his group are going to put on a great tournament, and we're looking forward to being there. All the action will start on Friday night for the Ace Mitchell Team Challenge. He has a lot of big names coming to that event, and I'm sure a lot of those big names are going to roll right into the Proprietors Cup. $1,100 entry fee. I believe he has about 40 people signed up so far. If he gets to 100, first prize is going to be $27,500. One of the largest paydays in bowling that we've seen in a long time outside of the PBA Tour.
And a lot of the PBA Tour events this year. Probably be one of the top 5 payoffs of any tournament in America.
They got to get to 100 though to be able to pay that $27,500. I predict they'll be somewhere around 80 or so. That's my prediction. Could be a little better than that, but that's pretty impressive though with a $1,100 entry fee. They've worked really, really hard on the event, and they're partnering with some of the people that we partner with moving forward. The WBA, they're going to be doing an event with them next year. They're also going to be doing an event with Jeff Riggles and 11thframe.com Senior Megabuck Tournament. So hopefully all those tournaments that they're biting off, they can chew and run professionally, and we wish them well. Wrapped in for Tyler, but guys, Tyler Vokes, he's the real deal. He's going to go to the Proprietors Cup, and he's going to represent St. Louis proud. And he could be a threat out there to win the tournament.
So representing all of the people from Taylorville, his hometown, and the Central Illinois bowling community. And we'll be up there for the team tournament, Kingpin, in early August. 4-9.
You saw Chaz Brewer there on his phone. I'm sure he was logging into his Bowl Spot app, logging his game and all of his frames. Make sure you go out if you have an iPhone or an iPad. Check out the Bowl Spot app. It's absolutely free for the spare, and the Strike has a lot of other features available for you, and it's just a few dollars. Help us out a little bit. Check out the iBowl Spot app.
It's going to be 234 for Tyler.
A little bit lower than we would like to have seen here, you know, opening up with the first 7, but considering what his opponent was bowling, it was more than enough. Chaz here has a chance for 196. 3 out of 4 games here in the finals, boys. We're bowled over the 200, and we were happy to have everybody come out today to Tropicana Lanes here in St. Louis, Missouri. Appreciate you bowling today, Matt and Lee, coming out and helping us with the broadcast.
It was fun.
Brian for working the cameras for us. while they're finishing up here, don't forget we will be live streaming the Proprietors Cup. We'll also be live streaming the Jeff Carter Mary Tubner Classic team tournament. And then for those of you who are looking for something to bowl that we run in August, we will be going to Dubuque, Iowa, beautiful Cherry Lanes, Bob Hochran's place, for the 11thframe.com Open. Make sure you check out all the information on all of our live streaming events and the events that we run at InsideBowling.com.
Would have tried to end this day on a positive note there, but 234 to 184.
So it's folks 234 to Chaz Brewer's 184. Tyler Vokes, he is on his way to the Proprietors Cup. $1,100 entry he wins today at this guaranteed qualifier. For Matt Todd, Lee Bedoris, I'm Mike Flanagan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at our next live stream event.
Good night.